It's At the Freaking Movies with your freaking host, Creationist Cat. Today's freaking movie is Left Behind. Hello, I'm Creationist Cat, and welcome to At the Freaking Movies. Today, we'll be discussing the trailer for the big-budget remake of the early 90s Kirk Cameron classic, Left Behind, starring Nicolas Cage and Nicolas Cage's creepy hairpiece. So, without further freaking ado, we give you Left Behind. Stony Lake Entertainment and Freestyle Pictures presents An Airplane. Now, the first thing you may notice, aside from the fact that Marty McFly's mom is still reasonably hot and that Nicolas Cage's hairline is the most disturbing thing on earth, is the total lack of Kirk Cameron in this movie. Where'd he go? That's not the Kirkster. That's Chad Michael Murray. What, was he raptured from the cast or something? By the way, don't mind that I'm talking over all of this. I mean, it's not like Kirk Cameron is delivering this dialogue or something. Okay, so this Blackie over here is freaking out because all of a sudden this Blackie and this Blackie have just vanished. They were raptured. And we know it because they left behind a pile of clothes, which I guess means they must be butt naked up in heaven. And that's a little troubling because I would think that if an angel spots this guy standing nude next to this girl, he's going to get thrown back down to earth due to some sex crime charge. I mean, you can't do that.
Chris, let me in! Chris.
So God easily could have handled this better. He could have made it so that the rapture didn't leave the world with all these out-of-control flying death machines and stuff that are clearly maiming and killing people left and right. But instead, he's like, haha, in your face. That's what you get, humanity. That's what you get for denying my existence. You're pwned. So, I love this. Here's one of those the end is nigh homeless dudes that everybody thought was insane. I'm sure he talked to his shoes and screamed at pigeons and stuff. And you know what? He was right. He was clearly on the right track. So all those hours of babbling in tongues and scaring the shit out of little kids was clearly time well spent. In your face, society.
I know you all want answers, and believe me, so do I.
I want to know, when do I get my paycheck? How big is it going to be? How many movies like this do I have to make before I make a dent in that $13 million I owe the IRS? Do I have to blow an orangutan for SAG minimum? 'Cause I'll do it. You want me to kill my mother? I will kill my mother for money. I want answers.
And I'll do my best to get them.
I heard some doctors talking. It's not just here.
I bet those weren't Jew babies.
It's all over the world.
One of these days the sky's gonna break.
One of these days, the Coldplay rip-off band, yeah.
Chloe, are you okay?
Yeah, but Mom and Raimi, they're both gone.
Not necessarily. They could have gotten into the DeLorean with Doc and Marty and time traveled into a better movie.
One of these days the mountains are gonna fall into.
It's okay. Buses fall off that bridge every 15 minutes or so. Another will come by soon.
The God my mother talked about would never do something like this.
Really? What God did your mother talk about? Vishnu? Because the God of the Bible committed genocide and subjected people to really cruel deaths left and right for very petty offenses. So this whole people being murdered by unmanned cars and mothers being torn away from their babies and all, it's pretty consistent with his old behavior.
I have no spoilers, no flaps, no elevators, and if I run this thing dry, no reverse thrust. I need some room.
You know, I'm not sure, but I think Botox may have raptured the expressiveness away from Nicolas Cage's face.
I just really need you to know how much I love you.
I think he's talking to money right there.
Dad?
You ready for a movie? 'Cause this is totally a movie.
Looks like the end of the world.
One of these days the sky's gonna break.
And a trailer with a fake Coldplay band. Well, Shadowmites, it may not have the Kirkster, it may not have the Sorbs, but it does have one thing, and that's Nicolas Cage's creepy hairpiece. I give it 367,012 paws up. Finally, we Christians have a movie to look forward to almost as much as the rapture itself. So that's all for today, folks. Until next time, I'll be seeing you at the freaking movies. Jesus!